I am a first-time father, a long-time listener, and just to allay any fears, I'm not going to do an hour of dad jokes. All right, I'm not just sometimes people. Yes, exactly. You can feel the tension in the room right about that point where they're like, wait, he's not going to talk about having a kid for an hour, is he? And I'm not going to do that to you. One, it's boring, and two, it would make me quite a hypocrite, based on a lot of the material I've done in the past. But it has been my world for the last year. I mean, it's a wholly unique experience to me. So of course I've made some observations and thought of some funny things, and I'll share those. And hopefully you won't have to have had a kid to get them and appreciate the jokes. And I'm certainly not going to tell you, how amazing she is or anything like that. But she is precocious. I will say that she is precocious. She's 54 weeks old. But if you see her, you'd be like, well, what is she, 62 weeks old? You're like, no, actually, no. I know. Thank you, though. Thank you. No, I know. She's very mature for her age. She carries herself with or I carry her, but, she exudes the kind of maturity you don't often associate with 54 weeks. But, it is a fascinating thing to be a part of, to watch the evolution of this thing. Because when they're born, there's nothing. There's no communication. It's nothing. It's a blob. It's not, but then over time, it starts to evolve. It starts to become a person, and personality traits start to exhibit themselves. And it's really fascinating. And I'm really looking forward to that big shift, that happens, that big change where you finally start to love them. And that's... Well, hurry up with that part, please. When is it going to be worth it in any way, shape, or form? Please. But I am excited to meet her. I think that's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be cool. I'm doing that thing, it's a very Brooklyn thing, where you don't meet your kid for the first 7 years, You keep them pure, you keep them away. So she's in a yurt in a bubble underwater, and we'll be there for 7 years. And then this way, I can't taint her with any of my straight, white, hetero, cis, normative maleness things. And I've also decided that I'm not going to teach her to use pronouns when referring to people. Yes, no he's or she's, but everybody will be they, And not necessarily so that she'll be progressive about sexual and gender identity, but so that she'll fail English. So... Oh, she said her first word the other day. That's pretty cool. That's a milestone that, you can't help but be proud of. She said Pyongyang, which is pretty cool, up on current events. No, she doesn't talk, but she does that kind of monosyllabic noises, a lot of just sort of like pa, ta, ka, cha, sha, pa, ka, that kind of thing, which is really kind of cute and endearing most of the time, but really quite the opposite early in the morning when she first wakes up and it's like 6:30 in the morning and I'm completely out of it and I got to change her diaper and then I got to go downstairs and get the mug out of the thing and fill it with water and put it in the microwave and get the thing, because I'm holding her with my left arm, and her mouth is right here. It's literally right here. Her mouth is right here, and I'm doing all this stuff and getting the milk ready and getting my dog's medicines and food together and doing all this stuff, and it's dark, and it's again I'm just groggy and out of it, and and I'm doing this by myself. I'm there by myself because my wife is off in L.A. or San Francisco or Chicago or somewhere smashing the patriarchy, and the irony is not lost on me. It's not lost on what is currently taking place. And anyway, so I'm getting all that stuff together, and as I said, it's dark, and the whole time I'm doing that, she's sitting there in my ear just going, pa, pa, ta, cha, 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 sha, sha, sha. And it's like I've got my own personalized 80s horror movie soundtrack playing. Like, stop it. Don't do that. You're creeping me out. Stop it. I'm serious. I've got to put her down. I can't put her on the floor. So, I undo the oven door and set her on that. And it's fine. If nothing else, it allows her to get a little closer to the history of her peoples, and her great-grandfather built ovens. For the Nazis. Now, here's the thing. He got out, Asheville. He got out, you judgmental fuck. So don't, seriously. But we have to, her 1-year physical is coming up. We have to take her for a 1-year physical, which every one of my friends with kids, which is a lot of them, have all said the same thing. And I know if you have kids, you know what I'm about to say. Just like, oh my God, it's so hard to watch them go through that. It's really difficult. It's awful, because there's all these needles, because there's vaccinations. They have to draw blood. All this shit happens. Oh my God, it's so terrible to watch them go through that. It's awful. And so what I've been doing with that in mind, what I've been doing is slowly introducing her to pain. Yeah. But I'm having a clown do it, so it's fun, Yeah. And so we are taking her in for a 1-year physical, which means obviously my wife and I have had the big discussion, and we have decided to let her live. And I'm gonna drill that into her head. I'm gonna tell her that repeatedly. Every day, I'm gonna make sure she knows that. Because when she's like 5 years old and she's having a tantrum, I want her to be able to repeat that out loud in a public place so that she knows it, and we're at the airport and we gotta get on the flight and she's having a tantrum. Like, hey, stop it. Hey, what did Daddy tell you? What did Daddy tell you? You let me live? Yeah, that's right, exactly. Not like the others? Yeah, exactly. Now, come on, we gotta get on the plane. Come on, seriously. You wanna go meet your sister or brother? I don't know, we never found out. Let's go. Let's go.